Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is once again directed by Zack Snyder, is the second film in the DC Extended Universe, and stars Ben Affleck as Batman, who after the events of Man of Steel sees Superman, played by Henry Cavill, as a threat to humanity, who feels he needs to take him down before he decides to do something evil, while Superman thinks Batman's a threat and decides he needs to take him out, and then Lex Luthor's just off in the corner doing really douchey things. So welcome to the second review of DC Week leading up to Justice League, so let's continue on with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So let's get into the positives first. The first big one being Ben Affleck as Batman. Holy God. Remember when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman back in like 2013? Everybody lost their shit because like, oh no, Ben Affleck's gonna ruin it. But then the movie came out and everyone's all like, I'm sorry. Ben Affleck is now personally my favorite Batman actor. I think he's truly captured both Bruce Wayne and Batman very well. You know, as Bruce Wayne, of course, he plays the drunken billionaire in public, but then whenever he's not in public, he's basically Batman with or without the suit. But then when he becomes Batman, first of all, the suit looks fantastic. We finally got a gray suit in a movie. It only took like 50 years since the Adam West movie to do that, but hey, fuck it. And let's not forget that this Batman is scary as hell. And one of the best things about Ben Affleck's Batman is that he actually fights like Batman should. You know, with the other films, the Christian Bale films in particular, you know, Batman's fighting style was kind of slow, and he only really used his fists. In the warehouse scene, which is the best scene in the whole movie, he storms in from under the floor, he fucks all the shit up, he uses his fists, his legs, his gadgets, and what's around him. The one complaint that most people have about Batman in this movie is that Batman kills people, which I'll admit, it kind of bothers me too, but there are story reasons for why he does it. This is not a Batman that's been killing for the past 20 years. This is something he's kind of just started doing after Superman's shown up because, well, Batman feels threatened by Superman, and let's be honest, if this invincible, powerful being just came around fighting bad guys, and, like, what's a mortal guy like Batman gonna do in comparison to that? He's gotta up the ante, so he's gotta start branding people and killing, but for the most part, Ben Affleck kills people indirectly. Like, you never see Batman throw someone off a building, or set them on fire with a Batmobile, or strap a bomb to their chest and throw them down a hole. Wasn't there another Batman that killed people, but nobody seemed to complain about that? But an even bigger surprise as far as casting concerned was Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Holy shit. She was another casting choice people freaked out about, and I'll admit, I wasn't sold about it to begin with, but then we started seeing her in the outfit doing cool stuff in the trailer, and then when the movie came out, I was like, I was wrong about you, Gal Gadot. Please don't hurt me. You know, she looks fantastic in the suit, you know, she bulked up, she looks the part a lot better. And I saw this movie in the theater 3 times, and every time Wonder Woman showed up, everybody just went fucking berserk. It was great. And let's not forget that the Wonder Woman theme is just badass as hell. So, I guess that means we gotta talk about Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor now. So, I'm really on the fence about Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, because I do think he can pull off a good Lex Luthor, I just think his performance was a little misguided here. You know, because he's a lot younger, he's got the long red hair, he's got the youthful look to him, and he's constantly going, oh, ah, yeah, what? But speaking of the hair for a second, Lex Luthor did have long red hair in the comic books before he went bald, so that's kind of a nice attention to detail. And of course he does go bald at the end of the movie, just not quite how you think, and it could be easily reversed, but But we'll see. But after seeing this movie a few times, I'm convinced that if they just cast Jesse Eisenberg as the Riddler, his performance will be near perfect. I mean, with the long hair, the fact that he's gotta prove he's better than everybody all the time, he feels threatened by more powerful people, and the fact that he's got a couple of screws loose, so we may see Luthor again in Justice League. I heard his part was cut out, but chances are we're gonna see him again. He's probably gonna have changed his performance by then, so we just gotta wait and see how he does in a future movie. Of course, this being a Zack Snyder movie again, it's a very visually stunning movie. That's one of the best things about Zack Snyder as a director, is that he cares about making his movies look really good and nice to look at. And there's some great attention to detail in there, like famous pieces of comic book iconography, like, you know, the classic Frank Miller cover for Dark Knight Returns where Batman's like this and the lightning's in the background. Little details like that just enhance the movie for me. So we have to wait through most of the movie to see Batman and Superman fight, but when they finally do fight, it's a great scene. We finally get to see Batman and Superman throw down. The soundtrack is great, the visuals are awesome, and of course Batman beats the shit out of Superman, so it's all the goodest. But since we're talking about the fight scene, we might as well talk about the ending of the fight scene. But of course, the scene ends with that ridiculous Martha moment that everybody makes fun of.
Oh, Batman only became friends with Superman because their moms have the same name.
No. It's because Batman finally sees Superman for the first time as a human. So Batman's like, oh crap, I was wrong about you and I don't want your mom to die. Here, I'll go save her. You go do the other things. So I totally get what they were going for, but it was just not executed very well. So after Batman and Superman become friends, Lex Luthor's like, oh yeah, I made Doomsday. Boom. Which is another part of the movie I'm a bit conflicted about because, number one, what would have happened if Batman succeeded in killing Superman? Would Doomsday just come out and destroy the whole planet then? But at the same time, it leads to a really cool action-packed finale, and they also go all the way through with it. You know, it's not like Batman, Superman, and also Wonder Woman come in, they team up, destroy Doomsday, and then they walk away in the suns and be like, hey, Superman, you're pretty cool. Well, thanks, Batman. I think you're pretty cool too. You wanna make a superhero team? Fuck yeah, I want to make a superhero team. Superman dies killing Doomsday, which, first of all, nobody really expected Superman to die in this movie, so when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, they killed Superman. But of course, some people freaked out, like, no, it's too early to kill Superman. Alright, hang on, just hear me out. So, Superman, the most powerful hero on the planet, is now dead, leaving the Earth vulnerable for an attack from outer space. So to me, that's a valid reason for them to want to put together this team of heroes, because the most powerful hero of them all is now gone. So what are they gonna do? Just sit there and let the planet get destroyed? No! They gotta put a team of heroes together, which they very lazily referenced in the movie, where Wonder Woman's on the computer looking at the Lex Luthor's hard drive, and they're like, oh look, there's the Flash, oh look, there's the Aquaman, oh look, there's the Cyborg, oh, movies are coming soon. So unfortunately, Batman v Superman suffers from trying to set up too many things at one time. You know, they're trying to set up Batman and Superman's relationship, they're trying to set up Wonder Woman and the Justice League and all this other stuff, and they kind of forgot to tell just one solid story. So that's kind of a shame, but it's not the worst example of a superhero movie trying to set up too many movies within one. So let's talk about the theatrical cut and the ultimate cut. So, the ultimate cut is far superior. It adds 30 more minutes, it fleshes out the story a lot better, and it's just an all-around superior cut. So, after seeing mainly that version for the past year or so after the Blu-ray came out, and then when I finally rewatched the theatrical cut for this review, I just sat there thinking, yeah, this is kinda choppy. It's like, you can tell that Zack Snyder really had to scramble to get the movie down to 2.5 hours after Warner Brothers were like, nope, cut that shit, cut it. So the film cuts to black an excessive amount of times, things don't make sense anymore. So it's really a shame, because if they just released the 3-hour cut, people would have complained about the length, sure, but it would have been a better received movie, and they would have gotten the story better. So my advice, don't watch the theatrical cut, stick to the ultimate cut, and you'll be a lot happier. So all in all, Batman v Superman has got some great moments in it, some not so great moments. It's a very mixed bag, but I think if you can look past some of the flaws, you will find a good attempt at a comic book movie. And let's face it, this launched the DC Extended Universe, so now we got Suicide Squad, which review coming next, and then we got Wonder Woman, which was fantastic, and now we got a Justice League movie coming, which will hopefully be the best one yet. So those are my thoughts on Batman v Superman. If you haven't seen the movie, I think you should check it out at least one time, but not the theatrical cut. See the ultimate cut. Just do that one. It's far superior. But if you have seen the movie, notice them down below, and we'll see you on the questionable side. Do you bleed?